Love is so many things wrapped into one that it's so hard to even get a grasp and explain on what truly love is. Love is literally a drug. Like it's literally a drug. And of course, when you're talking about drugs, and I ain't gonna lie, you're not gonna hear me talk about that on this channel like that. But in this case, yeah, love is, you got good drugs, like drugs that when you go to the doctor prescribes you with this type of medication that can heal you and make positive effects on your body. And then you got bad drugs where it doesn't help, it hurts your body over time, or it can damage you, your mind, your mental, your body. Bad drugs. But love is one of those things that's honestly a mix of both. It really is. And when you talk about it, it's so hard to even say what love truly is. But when it comes down to it, love is honestly one of the most important things in the world. Now, when I say that, I mean, yeah, it feels great. When you talk about love, you typically go towards the way of thinking of a significant other, or maybe even somebody in your family, your mom, your dad, siblings, aunts, family in general. But often we stray away towards the fact that, yeah, loving others is important. But what about loving yourself? That's one of the greatest things you can do in this world, is love yourself. Not only is it bettering you by loving yourself, but loving yourself is the first step to helping others with love and showing care to others. Because of course, yeah, there is some people out there that don't love themselves and are still so kind and helpful to other people. But at the end of the day, what about them? And I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been on a little movie run recently, watching movies, and the last movie I watched was called A Man Named Otto. Now, in this movie, Otto, his wife passed away, and before his wife passed away, his life was basically black and white, as he said in the movie. And her coming into it, giving him love, he gave her love, his life filled up with color. And what Otto in this movie failed to realize is that there was many people around him that cared for him other than his wife. When his wife passed, Otto struggled bad with Otto wanted to end it all. He wanted to, but he was trying to, and every time he tried to, he failed. Every single time. Which, honestly, sign from God right there. God first. Every time he tried, he failed. So, but every time somebody asked Otto for help in the movie or anything, he did it. And not only did Otto, yeah, he's a caring person because he's struggling with loving himself, but he still went out to help others and people. And him helping other people, you also got to think, the people came to him first. The first thing in their mind when they were struggling or had anything going on, they went to Otto. Dependable also goes into love. There's so many things that goes into love. That was one thing. That's a sign right there. Yes, Otto didn't love himself at that time, but he had others that loved him. So when it comes down to love, yeah, you don't have to love somebody, but other people love you as well. And love is just is one of those things that's like you don't have to, it doesn't have to be both ways, but it's always there. When we talk about love, you feel like it's so addicting. To be honest, you feel like you need it because when you feel loved, you feel safe, you feel comfortable. Same way when you love somebody. When you truly love somebody, you feel like you always want to make sure that you keep them safe and comfortable and stress-free. Whatever you do, whatever to make them feel happy when you love someone. And I hope y'all get what I was going with the Otto thing. You know, I feel that watching that movie, yeah, love yourself and also realize that there's people around you that love you. When we talk about love, it's so many things wrapped up in one. How many times I gotta say it? But let me go ahead and get into, you know what I'm saying, my first heartbreak. Now, with my first heartbreak, I ain't gonna lie. Love, I really understand how love is so addicting, because when you feel like you love a person and you feel like they love you back, you feel like you need that person forever. And you feel like without that person, you not whole. Love is addicting. Love is addicting. You feel like you need it. You feel like you always want it. And the truth is, the most important thing about love is to love yourself first. Because at the end of the day, when you have that person, that somebody that feels so you connect with and you love them, it's important not to forget that, yeah, but what if this person leaves? Which can happen. You know what I'm saying? Life is twists and turns. It's never a straight, narrow path. So you never know how you turn out to love somebody can end. But you always want to think for the best. Positive thoughts when you go into stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, my first, you know what I'm saying, heartbreak, I was done. I'm sitting there in my bed. I didn't want to move. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to do nothing. And it's not like I got punched or beat up or something. Like, it's not like I physically got hurt, but it felt like I did. When you go through that, loving somebody, and you feel like it's just over, there's no love anymore, it's just pain everywhere. Up here, everywhere. But I was laying in my bed. I didn't want to do nothing. My friend comes to my house, comes straight in the room, sees me laying in the bed. Like, bro, come on, bro. Begging me to get out the bed, bro. Come on, bro. Let's go on a hike, bro. I didn't want to do nothing. But I did. I got up, went on that hike. To be honest with you, it made me feel better. It made me clear my thoughts, think about what just happened, think about the situation, think about what's going on, think about what's next, you know? But without my friend, who knows how long I would have been laying down in that bed. Realize there's others that love you as well. It's not always just focusing on one person, one thing. Other people love you, and you have to love yourself. Love is just so addicting that we can get caught up in the cycle of it. You feel like you want to be so comfortable with love. Having that love being there is just, it makes you feel like your best. It makes you feel at your best. There's always love around. Whether you do love yourself, whether you do or don't have people that love you, there's always a way to find love. And of course, there's always God. God loves all of us. No matter what you've done, no matter what you did, no matter who you are, skin, race, no matter what, God loves you. So, if there's any good addiction to love, it's God, first and foremost. I hope y'all got something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. I wanted to watch to the end. And if you got anything out of this, you know what I'm saying? Be grateful, love, and keep God first, always. I'm out.